Good afternoon. Today we have one of our most distinguished alumni of from Fairview School, Ted Barnett. And I'll let Ted roll with his history.
Okay, my name is Ted Barnett. I attended first grade at Fairview. The building is standing there now. And I was one of 11 children. My parents had 8 boys and 3 girls. I'm the 9th child. And I attended Fairview School. Miss Josie Sam was my teacher at the time. And I have a lot of fond memories. It's a lot of good and bad times up there. A lot of cold and a lot of, it's just a hard time. Because the kids back then, they didn't have a whole lot. You only had about 2 or 3 changes of clothes for school. Had a weekend outfit, and you had to make do with what you had. But it taught us to take care and be proud of who you are. And no matter what you participated in, they taught you to do your best. And those teachers were dedicated to their professions. They would teach you how to appreciate things, even though that they were not at the time. Even though we were up there was segregation and separation. Even here in Case Spring. But they taught us, even when you recited, if you recited the Gettysburg Address, you talking about all men were created equal. And even though you had to come downtown and see the separation, but you didn't get discouraged. You had to keep your head up and keep your mind focused, to realize that even though you had not achieved it, but you could believe it whether you hadn't received it or not. And I appreciate the education that I got up there at Fairview. I appreciate the hard work because I done the cotton chopping, the cotton picking. Matter of fact, it hadn't been for that, a lot of us kids back in my day, in my time, wouldn't have had any money to do anything with. Your parents done the best they could. But the lunches at a lot of times were about 5, 10, 15 cents. That was a lot of money back then. And a lot of times you didn't even have that. So we were taught to pick cotton, and the biggest thing about picking cotton, when they got all those kids in the field, when you picked the cotton, the money went in the pot. If it was your time to get some new jeans or what, you got it. But it went into the pot, your mom and dad distributed what was needed to take care of the family. And you didn't, and when mama called for dinner, she'd go to the kitchen and cook dinner, there wasn't no menu. When she called for dinner, everybody went to dinner. There wasn't any leftovers. If they saved anything, it was because you was in the field working. Everybody sit down and eat, and when the dishes were clean, that was it. And it was just a rough time, but I believe that's one reason why I am who I am today. And I've been able to last as long as I have. So I've been here 66 years. Be 67 October 2nd. So I'm thankful for all that. And one thing that like I said, I am grateful for, to be able to stand and even do things like, on last night I was over at the Baptist church, and I was asked to do the Gettysburg Address. So I done the Gettysburg Address thanks to those old educators that I said 407 years ago. Our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty, dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we engage in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We have met here on the great battlefield on that day. We've carved a dedicated portion of that field as a final resting place for those who gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hollow this ground. The brave men living and dead who struggle here have consecrated far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will no longer remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did. It is for us, rather than living, to be dedicated to the unfinished work of those who fought here so nobly advanced. It is rather for us here to be dedicated to the great task that remaineth before us, that from these honored days we take increased devotion that these on the dead shall not have died in vain. That we here highly resolve that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and this government of the people by the people shall not perish from the earth. And I was also asked to do the Star Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket greatly the bomb bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that Star-Spangled Banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? So we were able to express ourselves in a great way. I didn't finish school. I quit in the 11th grade in Maine High. But I've been able to earn a living, and I spent 30 years at the Hunt Company where I retired. And I'm still working part-time, but I'm enjoying life, and I've got a chance, a lot of that stuff that we saw in school, to get a chance to visit, like the Grand Canyon. I've been to Hawaii. I've been to Pearl Harbor out there where the Japanese bombed. I've been up at the Dole Pineapple Plantation in Hawaii. I've been to Arizona, California, Florida. I've been to Disney at Anaheim. So I've got a chance to travel and see some of the history that we discussed in school. So to those teachers, those that are past and those that are still here, that I've learned a lot. And the one thing that I learned, one of the most important things that I learned from a man named Eugene Perdue, who taught me the value of humility and the value of caring about someone else. You won't ever have to say you're sorry if you keep a humble spirit and do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. So to him, I realize right now that he's going through some things, he's sick. But to him, I say thank you. Thank you for the whoopings, even though I didn't want them back then, but thank you for that. But it's made me a better man and a better father. Thank you.